And I'm going to turn it over to Constable Brown, right?
Yes.
All right, so I can't even remember where I met Constable Brown. The good thing about this group is when you meet somebody for the first time, you don't remember it because it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've always known them. Like, I feel like she's from Shreveport, I'm from Shreveport, even though I know she's not from Shreveport. But what I love about her and what I love about all of you is the fact that you have your business, you have your home life, you're doing all of this, but you do not leave your community behind. And she is a constable, and there was a point in time people didn't know what constables did. I have to tell two students in my class, oh, this is what a constable does. Nobody knew. They were like, I don't know what a constable is. But because she has gone out into the community and educated the community, not just about her job, but about her personal life and uplifting the community, people know more about constables, people respect them more, and people are just excited to always see Kat Brown. Whenever I see her, I'm like, go on, girl.
So yes, I am Constable Kat Brown, and it's really, really weird because my name is Catherine. That's on my birth certificate. But the community nicknamed me Kat Brown, so it stuck. So funny. I was like, I guess I'm a kitty cat meow. I mean, I made a stupid little video the other day. I was like, you know, educating people as to who I was and whatnot. And I said, well, this isn't really my name, but the community gave it to me. So I guess I'll be in character to have some little cat ears up. And I said, meow. So I'm adopting it and trying to, you know, work in my mission. But anyway, yes, my name is Constable Kat Brown, Catherine Brown, and thank you so much. Thank you. And my area of responsibility is the east, northeast, and the southeast of Bexar County. So if you live in those areas, I am your constable. Tommy Calvert, does anyone know who Tommy Calvert is? Yes. Okay, well, his territory is my territory, so we kind of like cruise the path of Precinct 4 together. But nonetheless, I am a constable, and I served 19 years at the sheriff's office, okay? I didn't just serve 19 years at the sheriff's office. I served 19 years at the sheriff's office undergoing chemotherapy with breast cancer. I served 19 years at the sheriff's office owning an ice cream shop called the Boxcar Creamy in Almost Park. I served 19 years at the sheriff's office, also doing real estate for the past 15 years. I served at the sheriff's office also raising my babies. Mm-hmm. And as a result of that, and as a result of having financial freedom, do y'all know what financial freedom is? Yes. It's so sad because we're not really taught that as kids, right? We're not taught how to invest money. We're not taught how to put some money aside for a rainy day. We're not taught how to have multiple income streams, right? But somehow when I was going through that divorce, I was like, oh, heck no, let me get a crash course in the financial freedom and multiple streams of income. So that's what I did. And because I did that, because I had the ice cream shop, because I was doing real estate, I was able to fund all of my campaign funding except for $2,000. I felt to myself that if I didn't invest in myself and pay for my campaign, how the hell am I going to expect you to believe in me? So that's what I did last time, and that's what I plan to do again. So I encourage you guys to also do that, okay? Make sure it doesn't matter if your husband makes, 4 figures. Have your own. Because everything isn't promised to you. A marriage don't always last forever. Hopefully it does, because I definitely believe in marriage. But when it doesn't, please always have a backup plan so that you can exit stage left and not have to go to court and fight for what he earned. Of course, some of it may be entitled to us because I get half of my husband's pound. But anyway, sidebar. But it's because he wanted to leave. You know what I mean? So, another thing that I want to talk about is dating healthy, and I think I talked about it last time. So we talked about financial freedom. Make sure that you definitely have more than one stream of income. Don't depend on a corporation for your happily ever after. Because sometimes that corporation can treat you bad, or sometimes you can fall ill, And so it's nice to have something that you can earn maybe at home or just, you know, like a little side gig or whatever. But I want to talk about dating healthy. How many single ladies do we have in the house?
Single ladies.
Yeah.
Single ladies.
Not
All
that
right. Woo.
Where's my friends at? Ladies. Okay. So it's really hard, right, Stephanie, to date while you're a public figure? It's really hard.
Oh, I bet it is.
Because you don't know what they want.
Yeah.
And trust me, I was on the campaign trail being transparent, and I had a tall cup of half black, half Puerto Rican guy. And boy, was he handsome. Was he handsome, Stephanie?
Oh, yeah.
But he, you know what? But he was super jealous. Super duper jealous, and everybody that he came across that looked halfway decent, that he felt threatened by, he tried to break their hand, because he was, you know, we worked out and whatnot. He tried to break their hand, shaking them and greeting them. And what did that do for me in my campaign? It scared people off. You know, and then people that he thought weren't doing right by me, they were spooked. He would pull them aside, hey, you know that's my girl. You know I gotta sit up here and make sure she's all right. You better be doing right by her. I was like, oh my God, this is not gonna work. So what did I do? I was with him for 3 years, and it was about an hour before I got sworn in to become constable. I gave him the boot. I gave his ass the boot. If you can't support me and build me up and have words of encouragement for me, and not try to tarnish my image or try to tarnish anything that I'm doing, you gotta go. And that's exactly what I did. I'm so proud of it now.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that's huge. We gotta know what our boundaries are, ladies. We have to know what our boundaries are. Because if we don't stand up for something, we will consistently fall for everything. We really will. And we're not doormats by no stretch of the imagination. God didn't bless us to have a baby to be a doormat.
True.
We have to have that wisdom, that strength, and that courage to push forward. And you have to do self-healing. You know, I had no idea. Let's see, I was married for 20 years, had a relationship for 10 years, and he passed away 4 years ago. So I'm still getting out there. I haven't had much dating experience. So I'm learning too. But we have to understand that we have to heal first before we go jump into something else. And constantly know that self-healing is not a bad thing. Having a life coach is not a bad thing. Going to somebody, a professional, for help is not a bad thing. Because if you don't do it, you're going to take additional baggage into a new, beautiful platform with another gentleman that don't worth, or lady, whatever your preference is, that's not, they don't deserve that. So clear out your guts, clear out your internal, and go fresh. And learn to love yourself. Learn to take yourself out to Papados and sit at that bar. Woo! She does it all the time. Judge Boyd is always like, I'm at Papados. I'm like, dang. She dates herself more than some men take a woman out on a weekly. Go to that spa. I was just talking to Judge a few minutes ago. I said, there's going to be a yacht in Travis Lake at the end of next month. You want to go? We can date ourselves. We can date ourselves. Just always know, you guys, some of you guys are business women in here, make sure that that man wants you for you. Make sure that he wants what your name is on your birth certificate and not your title. Make sure that he understands that his place is to be your man, not your business.
There you go.
Okay, set those very, very strict boundaries. And in closing, I just want to read a couple of little words of encouragement. I wish I had LASIK surgery, but they told me I'm too old. So I got to use these 4 eyes. So, I wanted to read some quotes, and this one happens to be by Oprah Winfrey. She says, I've become to believe that each of us has personal callings that is unique as a fingerprint, and that the best way is to succeed is to discover what you love and then find a way to offer it to others in the form of service, working hard, and also allowing the energy of the universe to lead you. Okay. She also says, think like a queen. Say it, ladies. Think like a queen. A queen is not afraid to fail. Failure is another stepping stone to greatness. And all of you guys are great. And I wish you nothing but success. So thank you.